Hello, good evening everyone. My name is Pooja Rai and the subject that is chosen for the presentation is strategic management, and the topic for the day is introduction to strategic management and its process. Let's begin. We will start with the definition of management and strategy separately. After that we can club it together. So what is management? Management is an art of getting work done through the use of available resources efficiently and effectively. So there are 5 resources that I am talking about. Those are men, market, machine, material, and money. So these are the 5 resources, and using these 5 resources, we have to get the work done efficiently and effectively. So this is what management is. Now, what is strategy? Strategy is the action plan designed to achieve the basic objective of any business. So when we club management and strategy together, it becomes strategic management, and the definition becomes strategic management is the concept of identification, implementation, and management of the strategy that manager has to carry out to achieve the goals and objective of any organization. All right. So this becomes the strategic management definition. Now let's move ahead. Now here comes, it's not actually a pictorial representation, but it's a, I have designed it in that way that you can see it as a 3 pillars of a strategy, and I can explain them separately. So we'll start with market opportunity. So whenever you're planning to start a business, you first have to, not just you first have to see the market opportunity. So what will be the market opportunity? I am planning for this kind of business. Will it run, will it not run? So different questions come into the mind of the person. So what you have to do in market opportunity is the external analysis. First thing that you have to do is that. So in this, it comes out to be competitor dynamics. You have to check the dynamics of the competitor. You have to do the industrial analysis. Then you have to do the industry evolution, means that you have to check the life cycle of the industry and all. So these are the points that you have to check into the external analysis when you are planning to open a business. The next pillar that I'm talking about is the resources, and the thing which I'm going to discuss is the internal analysis. Internal analysis, before going into the details of that, I would like to highlight the 3 stages of strategy. 3 stages of strategy formulation. You can see that that is, first is the different stages. So first stage is the corporate level, second stage is the business level, and the third is the functional level. So in corporate level, all CEOs, all chairperson of the company comes into the picture. They are into actually the formulation of the strategy. They make the strategies. They decide what has to be done, what all things has to be carried out, what kind of product that we are going to go into, and what kind of strategy that we are going to implement, and to beat the competitor, and so many things. Strategy formulation comes into the corporate level stage. After that, it comes to a business level. Business level means they have to implement those strategies which are designed, which are decided by the corporate level. So these are the head of the departments, managers of the company. They actually takes the strategies, and they actually try to implement it in the organization. And the business level is actually a link between corporate level and the this functional level. So it is a link between both of them. So it plays a very important role, of course. And after that, in corporate level, I would like to highlight 2 points, that is vertical integration and diversification. So vertical integration means what? The strategy whereby a company owns or control its suppliers and distributors. So this is the meaning of vertical integration. What is the meaning of diversification? Strategy to enter a new product line or a new product altogether. As in, for example, Tata is into the steel, Tata is into the hotels, Tata is into the electronics, that is Chroma. So they are not only in steels, they have opted a strategy called diversification, and they have opted different products as well. There are many more products that Tata is the brand is given to the brand name Tata, but I have just highlighted 3 things. Next point will be the execution part. That is a strategy implementation thing. Here what you will do, here the things which are highlighted are the control systems and the incentive and the organization structures. Organization structure means what exactly? See, you have an organization, all right. So you have a supply chain department into that, finance department, human resources, then sales and marketing. You have sales and marketing, then you have production team, and if you have a factory and all, so many different functions are there. So how many people will be there in that function? In supply chain, how many people will be there? Who will report to whom? In the same way, in human resources, how many people will be there? In this finance, how many people will be there? So these things comes under organization structure. So everything has to be designed before you start with a business or you think of doing. These are the different stages, different functions that you have to perform when you are thinking to initiate a new business. Let's move ahead. Okay, so there are 5 stages of strategic management process. We'll go through all of them in brief. First is a goal setting. You have to set your goal of goal. I'll go through all the things in detail. Let me read it for you first. First is goal setting. Second is the analysis. Third is strategy formation, strategy implementation, and strategy monitoring. So we'll go through each one by one. First is goal setting and analysis. The purpose of goal setting is to clarify the vision of your business. Thus, this stage consists of 3 facts. In this, goal setting means you have to clarify the vision of your business, what exactly you want to do. So that is the goal setting. The very first stage, that is called as a goal setting. So there are 3 facts that you have to be very careful about it. You have to define the both short-term and long-term objective of your business. Second will be the identify the process how you are going to accomplish your business objective, not business, exactly objective. And finally, third one is you have to customize the process of your staff, give each person a task with which he can succeed. You have to give each person a task with which that person can succeed. So these are the 3 facts. You have to decide the long term and the short term objective of your business. Then you have to decide how you're going to accomplish those objectives. And finally, then you have to customize the process of your staff. You have to give each person a task in which the person can succeed. All right, then let's move ahead to the next stage, that is the analysis stage. In the analysis stage, you have to gather as much as information you can gather. You have to gather the relevant data which will help you to accomplish your vision. The focus of analysis should be understanding the need of your business. You have to understand that I am going to do a business of a bottle, so I have to collect the information related to that only. I am not going to collect the information related to pen, pencil or something like that. So the data which you are collecting for in the analysis stage, that has to be very relevant to your business, and that should focus on your vision only. That means you need to understand the need of your business, that I'm going to do this, so I'll be collecting the data regarding to this only. Let's move ahead. Next part will be strategy formation and implementation. So what is strategy formation? Is the first step in the strategy formation is to review the information that you have collected in the analysis stage. You have to review. I have collected this is many information, but what is relevant to me? That you have to segregate first. All right, you have to review those information. Next part will be determine what resources the business currently has that can help you to reach your defined goals and objectives. Okay, so in this you have to understand what kind of resources you already have, all right, that can help you to achieve your goal. You have to determine that also. Then strategy implementation is a very critical stage, of course. That is the last stage and of your business implementation and all. So strategy implementation is the critical to the success of the business venture. It is very critical, and this is also called as the action stage of strategic management process. This I have formulated all the strategies. Now the time has come to implement it. So this is the implementation stage. Now here everyone within the organization must be clear about their roles and responsibilities, about their duties and responsibilities. Here I have decided the company, everything is done. Now I will be deciding that this person is having this job description, and that fits into him, that he can do it properly, successfully, so that my company moves in a forward direction. I can make my company move in the forward direction and to achieve my goal, of course. So I'll be making it very clear about the rules and responsibilities of every individual working in my organization. This is the meaning of that. All right, and the last stage is strategy monitoring. So strategy evaluation and control actions include the performance measurement. So now you have allotted the work to every individual working in your organization. Now the time has come to review the performance. I have given the job to this person, that the person is doing this, finance is doing, HR is doing, supply chain is doing. Now every individual has to be reviewed, that if the person is doing his job correctly or not. All right, so this is a review performance stage. If you determine the strategy is not moving the company in a right direction, then you have to take corrective measures. You have to take corrective actions immediately to stop it. You just stop it, you make the corrective actions, and then start moving ahead again. So if the actions are not successful, then what you have to do is you have to repeat that entire strategic management process. And I'm very much sure that if you do it correctly, the processes which I have discussed in detail, if you do it correctly and appropriately, definitely you'll achieve your goal. So this is all about strategic management and its processes. And thank you so much. Thank you so much for your time.